Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Jambulkar. In this video, we will see one important concept in our programming languages, that is programming paradigm. If we have to define programming paradigm, so we can define it as a way to classify programming languages based on their features. So, how we classify programming languages based on their features, we call them programming paradigms. Or, in simple words, how we write a program is called as programming paradigm. So, basically, there are two main types. One is imperative and another is declarative. In imperative programming paradigm, again there are two types. One is procedural and another is object oriented. While in declarative programming paradigm, again there are two types. One is functional. Functional is also called as applicative, and second is logic or rule based. So now we'll see what do you mean by imperative programming paradigm and declarative programming paradigm. So basically, imperative programming paradigm focus on how in the sense how something or how some operations happen. It focus on state change. But what do you mean by state? Now look at this. We will have a simple example. Suppose we have two variables x and y. So at some time, suppose x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So at that particular time instance, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. This is the state. So at a particular time instance, whatever the values are saved or allocated to the variables is called as state at that particular time instance. After some time, suppose x is get allocated to 5. Now x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 9. So this is the state at that particular time instance. After some time, suppose value of x will get changed, value of y will get changed. So that will be the state at that particular time instance. So this is how as time passes, state also get changed. Imperative programming paradigms focus on how state get changed. So it mostly focus on state changes. While in declarative programming paradigm, there is no state get changed. So it not change any state. It takes inputs, and this declarative programming paradigm focus on what in the sense what result you are expecting. What are the properties of result that you are expecting? So here we are not focusing on in state change. Here we focus on the output. What and while getting output, we expect a result or we expect some properties from the result. So mainly declarative programming paradigm, we focus on what type of result you want. While in imperative programming paradigm, we focus on how we get the result, how we get the final output. So for that state get changed, while in declarative programming paradigm there is no state change. Imperative programming paradigm, again we have two types as we have seen here. One is procedural and another is object oriented. Now look at this. So what do you mean by procedural programming paradigm? So one thing is special here, that is a procedure. Procedure. Procedure means a set of statements or sequence of statements that becomes a procedure, or we can also call it routine. So set of statements is called as a procedure, and whenever we require, we make a call to that procedure. We call it procedural call. So procedure is nothing but a set of statements, and the set of statements changes state. This procedure set of statements changes the state, and whenever we require that, we make procedure call. So such kind of programming paradigm is called as procedural programming paradigm. Example of procedural programming paradigm is C, Fortran, Algol, COBOL, PLI, BASIC, and Pascal. These are the programming languages which follow procedural programming paradigm. Now see, second type in imperative programming paradigm is object-oriented programming paradigm. Now see, in procedural programming paradigm, we were writing simple set of statements, right? A collection of statements, but that was boring, right? Then it was thought why programming cannot be done interesting, why it cannot be made more realistic. So what is around us? Around us, everything are all objects. So for example, we are surrounded by the objects only. Example, if you take fan, fan is an object, right? So it has some parameters. For example, it has a number of blades, it has color, then it has some voltage, it requires some watts. So these are the parameters for that particular object. Now what operations we can perform on this object, on this fan? We can switch on, we can switch off, we can change its speed. All these are the operations which we can perform on the fan. So what are the parameters of this object? We call them variables. And what are the operations which we can perform on these parameters or on these objects? We call them functions. When variables and functions combine together, it becomes class. So there is a concept called a encapsulation. So encapsulation means we are combining these variables and functions together and we get a class. An instance of these classes we call them objects. So suppose in a classroom where I'm sitting, suppose there are five fans, that means there are five instances of fan class fan. Now see, these are the different types, these are the different programming languages which supports this object-oriented programming paradigm. C++, Java, Python, PHP, Perl, Scala. All these are the examples of object-oriented programming paradigms. Or these languages follow object-oriented programming paradigm. There are various concepts which define this object-oriented programming paradigm. For example, polymorphism, inheritance, data abstraction, etc. Polymorphism means multiple forms. Single thing have multiple forms. While inheritance means reusing classes. So that we call inheritance. So this is called as object-oriented programming paradigm. Now, in declarative programming paradigm, again there are two types. So, functional and another is logic. So, functional programming paradigm, examples of functional programming paradigms are Lisp, JavaScript, Racket, Haskell. All these programming languages follow functional programming paradigm. So, what do I mean by functional programming paradigm? Here, all statements are written as a function call. For example, see, these are the statements I have written from the Lisp programming language. Now look at this. This is addition. So for addition, again we are calling a function plus. So here addition plus is a function. Then minus 4, 3, this is also a function for subtraction. So every statement here is a function call. Even to define a function, we use one function. So define is a function which is used to define another function, area of circle. So example I have taken here, area of circle. So to define a function, again we require a function. So these are the statements in this area of circle function. So all these are a function call. So right line, setup, right line, right, all these are the function call. So in functional programming paradigms, all statements are the function calls. Now we'll see another programming paradigm, that is logic or rule-based programming paradigm. So again, it is the type of declarative programming paradigm. Examples of logic or rule-based programming paradigm are Prolog, Datalog, ASP. ASP means answer set programming. Here, every statement is facts and rules. All statements in logic or rule-based programming paradigm are the facts and rules. So, what do I mean by these facts and rules? So, these rules are written like this. So, what do you mean by this? H is true if B1 is true and B2 is true and all these conditions are true. Means if B1, B2, Bn all these are true, then the statement H is true. So these statements are called as rules, that is a clauses. And facts means simple statements. So whenever all the statements in any programming language are written in the form of facts and rules, it is called as logic and rule based programming paradigm. So, rules are like this, and facts are the simple statements like this. So, there are two main programming paradigms. One is imperative, which focus on how, which focus on state change, and another is declarative, which focus on what we want our properties. There is no state change, and it focuses on properties of final output. Then there are two types of imperative programming paradigm. One is procedural, it focuses on procedure call. Another is object oriented. So object oriented focuses on objects, real life objects. Then in declarative, two types. One is functional, where all the statements are the function calls, and another is logic or rule based programming paradigm, where all the statements are facts or rules. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.